Before I start this video, let me clarify some things. The following video contains coarse language and editing that is completely inadequate. It shouldn't be contemplated by any snowflake. I've been used once again for another warning.
Amogus.
Hey guys, it's me, Gamers, back with another shitty video that is going to bleach your eyeballs. If you've never played Roblox horror stories, you aren't going to understand most of the jokes applied to this subject. Although, after the intro ends, there will be clarifications about the elements of the specific topic and about the frightening Roblox stories. Another speech I want to say is, I don't want beef or controversies. It's just based on my opinion / point of view. It's just the fact that these kind of games are made for I'm 14 and this is deep.
Intro. Once upon a time, a young fellow child named Gamers thought of a new idea of videos that you ate your ass off. He visited one of the deadliest place named Morgue to look for his dead ideas, pun intended. Looking through all of the rotten smelly ideas, he had his cortex bright with a light bulb on top of his head leading to a paper saying criticizing ROBLOX videos. He tried to search and find ROBLOX's rabbit hole, with the success being a constant. In case of curiosity, no treasure was found except for one thing that the cringe sparkled was the type of ROBLOX games named horror stories.
Roblox horror stories are the best experiences that you can witness or visualize by reading dialogues that came out of a dog's asshole and JPEG jump scares with Smile Dog, Slenderman, and the most controversial killer out there, Piggy. I've tried many of these spooky games and it's still considerably trash from my point of view. These elements that I'm going to mention are made up from most of the horror stories you've ever read. Treadmills are rarely used for the switching cutscenes in a faster way, except that the most used option is the one where you walk towards the doors to switch the cutscenes. God, the treadmills really remind me of low quality PowerPoint presentations. The main attraction of a horror story is to spice it up with images you find on Google and then paste it into your atrocious game. When you enter a god-fucking door and then it gives you a screenshot of killers, or just paste that from fucking Google Images that got 16 bits.
Hey, let me get a minute. Hey, let me get one too.
Hey, let me hold one.
Yeah, you get that right there. What the dog doing?
This is like a stereotype. Every shitty horror stories game has a Jeff the Killer / Smile Dog / Slenderman narrative. They're just creepy spaghetti. I don't get why they have that much attention.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
These dialogues are a fucking trash, waste, litter, garbage, junk, joss, scum, rabble, dregs, crap, and ain't no wax remains. You could have learned an entire new language instead of understand these dog shit dialogues. The characters in the speech that are not afraid acting like heroes until they meet a fucking white pedophile dressed in a tuxedo with noodles behind him and then he kills them.
Gamer, you can just call him Slenderman.
Thank you, SVR. What about the smiling dog post that needed to be reposted during 3 AM or he would eliminate your whole life? What the dog doing?
Hey Mo, did you like the movie, sweetie?
Well, there was a scene in the trailer that wasn't in the movie, and that makes me sad.
Aw, that's too bad. Maybe playing your game will cheer you up.
Okay. Pancakes. Milkshake.
Before we reveal the next elements, make sure to subscribe to SVR the creator. Pardon me, I mean the SVR, the guy that mostly in his free time plays Roblox, rarely with me. Does podcasts, music reactions, live streams, and even created the most underrated artist in my twin named Cody. Has some really good content and really good music that you can listen to. Mostly want to stay in a life. That song kept me praying. But don't leave this video immediately. You can watch some of his content after viewing this gem of a video. Look, you might say every character to him looks like an online dater. It's not my fault if their taste of dressing has similarities with them. They are the types of characters to have these specific dialogues and dress up basic. These stories are so short, I cannot just see these simplistic stories whether they go to the forest or to the store to buy a creepy toy, go to a circus or go to the bathroom and say a cocktail name 3 times with the lights closed and boom, suddenly the door fucking locks because it wasn't the members of the sleepover locking the doors. No, that's just the horror stories. This is totally ironic. Baldi is just a fucking teacher that wants you to not disappoint him by failing the questions. Like, that's how a normal teacher acts. They get mad when they teach you something that you didn't learn, which makes you go to school unnecessarily. When they come up with PNG, JPEG photos, they have a sound probably from Five Nights at Freddy jump scares or Granny capturing you that is inserted wrongly that makes it super funny alongside with the purgatory images. I mean, forest is understandable because there can be brown bears that can attack you, wolves, fox, birds, or deers, but from a fucking bathroom? This reminds me of The Conjuring. Calling the demon's name makes her your slave. What's more scary thing to end a horror story? You guessed it, a blue pet that teleports you to the end of it to not go back to the beginning. I was expecting to see what the dog was actually doing or the rest of the corpse hanging or the police trying to find the killer. God, why did they actually didn't think of that? They are not really original with most of the stories. They don't even inspire from creepypastas, but they copy it and also shorten them since it's so hard to make. The hard thing is to actually understand them, not making stories longer.
Oh shit! A rat! There's a rat!
Climaxes are narratives that usually describes the most intense point of something, which is also the culmination. What can you even expect? The climaxes are more funnier than being intense. Facial expressions from the NPCs look more impressed than shocked, and it always happens that the other person tries to save the victim when they don't think of calling the police.
there. What the dog doing?
Most of the intros or actions happen in houses, usually like home invasions, Bloody Mary in the bathroom metaphor, everything changing into the picture of smiling dog with a corpse, etc. And that right there, guys, are the elements of Roblox horror stories. You guys can also use this as tutorials or actually put effort on the storytelling and making the climaxes more intense. I never said I hate Roblox horror stories. In fact, I love them for being idiotic and funny. Guaranteed, if you want to boost your mood, go ahead and try these games. It's your time to check the SVR and the link below, and I'll see you guys in another video. You will not wait your ass off this time.